For many fans, this is the first time encountering you without an American accent. Does
Hmm.
that help seal the deal for you? And do you feel like you connect to a character better when you don't have to worry about accent work?
Yeah, good question. Before officially being involved with the film, I called Marty, who's our producer at Temple Hill, and I said, "What if I just come in and do my own accent?" And then I spoke to Maddie about it too as we led up to the film because I was nervous about it because I haven't done that before. The accent kind of acts as the first wall of separation between you and the character. At least for me, that it I feel like I can kind of hide behind an accent. Um, so it was different. I was felt a little more exposed in that way, but I felt like it works for the character. And Lassa, our director, was into it, and so I just decided to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely, we love a Kiwi. It absolutely works. I love hearing it. Now, for both of you, Madeline, do you feel like you are more type A like Heather or more live in the moment like Jack? Because personally, I was a Heather. Jack was stressing me out the whole movie. But how do you connect?
No, I think I am. I'm very type B. I am, if you will, I could even be type C.
Yeah.
Z.
Z.
I'm not. I am. I
Off the
am.
charts.
Yeah, off the charts. Very. I'm disorganized. Like in a good way. I think I'm very disorganized. There is no. There's no like. There's no streamline of like. There's no thought that I just do.
We're just in the fun. We're in the moment.
I think so. I think so. It keeps things interesting for sure.
Hey,
Jack, do
what's
you need wow, I called you Jack. That's how much I believed that you
Ah,
KJ, do you need a plan or are you also in the moment?
also pretty? I feel like I leaned more towards being in the moment. I think.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think we're both Jacks.
Yeah.
Now, aside from your phone or a passport, what is the one travel accessory that you cannot live without?
My AirPods.
Your AirPods. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my headphones.
I feel you. Want to be in the bubble.
Yeah.
I just need to listen to music. I have to be able to listen to music when I'm traveling.
I like to noise cancel.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not listening, sometimes I just like to, I like it to be quiet.
And
Are we
that's
making a playlist for traveling or are we just picking a
no.
album and letting it play?
Just letting it roll on depending on what you feel, but also equally as important as headphones is nicotine, unfortunately for me.
I mean, your vices are your vices. I appreciate the honesty.
Smoke
Sorry.
breaks.
And that's my only vice too. I
Smoke
don't do
breaks are
anything
good.
else. So let me do it.
Yeah.
I don't smoke. I don't smoke though. I do Zens.
Especially while traveling in Europe.
Yes.
Yes.
There's something about being in Europe, Aperol spritz, and a bitch stick.
Whoa. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why she's a beast, and I'm not. That's why she's a beast. But I am a
There's
beast.
something, yeah.
I'm a beast.
It's, yeah. I mean, true. It's unfortunate, but true.
If you take the wrong path, you can miss it. And regret it all your life.
Madeline, Heather, and Jack explore this really hefty question of finding one's purpose in life.
Yeah.
When was the first time you considered that question for yourself, if ever?
All the time. Here's the thing. I am very heady already, and I will find myself in a spiral any day of the week just because I find the strangeness of being alive very stressful. So I can't do anything that like makes me think about it I can't do anything that makes me think about it too hard.
That's a good way to live.
We've had so many we had great conversations, especially at the start of the movie when we were trying to break down like Heather and Jack's relationship. But I really enjoy conversations like that. I like kind of dissecting thoughts and emotions and feelings and, whatever you want to get into because it helps me kind of process. And I also think it's really helpful for character to hear other people and what their experience is like, and to try to understand how they feel about life. And I think that's the whole thing. I mean, I think when you approach any character, it has to be with empathy and some sort of understanding. And Heather was the same.
Yeah, it's good to hear that y'all are having those conversations amongst yourselves. I feel like fans online are already really anticipating this chemistry between you all. You can see it in the trailer. I certainly saw it in the film. What has it been like to see that reception from fans and to work on that chemistry in real time?
Yeah, it's interesting. There are so many questions that the two characters ask themselves in the film that we then were asking each other, talking about with Lhasa. So it's a great thing when you're telling a story that can help people with their identity. Because when you're asking these kind of questions, I feel like they're questions that kind of are help you figure out what you want and who you are, and that changes, and it's okay to be in a constant, flow of that. But at the same time, because we were talking about it so much, we had to kind of answer these questions for the first time as the characters, and that requires what does that require?
Lots of thought.
Yeah, you have to be able to like.
There's a filter though you have to kind of like put it through.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about it through the eyes of someone that you're not, who you're not.
Right.
Do you feel like you both walked away from this project maybe knowing yourselves better?
For sure. I think every project, I think the best way to approach anything, especially what we do as actors, is to to know that like any project you're walking into is going to teach you something.
Hopefully every moment of your life.
That's true. Yeah. And especially like stepping into, someone else's shoes and hoping to embody them the best you possibly can, you're going to learn something.
Yeah.
There's ultimately some sort of like very human feeling or lesson that you will draw from any character or any project, and it's a blessing.
Now I wanted to ask, with Riverdale and Outer Banks, could there be a crossover between those universes? What would that look like?
They definitely live in the same universe.
Do they?
I think so.
I would love to play Archie in an episode of Outer Banks.
Imagine.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd do it for free.
Oh my God.
I'd do it for free. What's your showrunner's name? Jonas.
Don't do anything for free.
Brother, I'm right
Jonas!
here, ready to go.
Ooh, I'm texting him right after this.
I would do it. Absolutely.
Oh my God, you're already here.
What was the craziest plot line that you would bring from Riverdale over into Outer Banks?
We are opening up portals to other
You know what would be
universes?
cool is that the last season we did was based in the 50s. And so Archie could come back still in the 50s and realizing, oh my God, what year am I in? But he's still locked in the 50s
Back
himself.
to the Future.
Exactly.
Mm.
And then I fall in love with Heather. I mean, what's your name on the thing? Sarah. Sarah? I fall in love with Sarah. And then I kill no one. But I met Drew last night. He's a great guy.
Rafe, my brother.
He's a
You
good
fall
dude.
in love with Rafe.
I fall in love with Rafe. I wouldn't mind that actually. He's a great looking. He's a very good looking guy.
I have a theory that Rafe and Barry are in love. I mean, I think a lot of people have that theory.
I love Rafe.
But I think Rafe would
God,
fall
I
in
love
love with
Rafe.
Archie really hard.
I love Rafe. Woody?
What would the ship name be? Rarchie?
Rachi. Rachi.
Or Arf?
Off. I like
Arf.
off.